before he became vice president, was against the spying, the state collection, and said it's very intrusive. We're going to trust the president and vice president to do the right thing. Don't count me in on that.
The real question here is, what do they do with this information that they collect that does not have anything to do with Al-Qaeda? And we're going to trust the president and the vice president of the United States that they're doing the right thing. Don't count me in on that.
But each
Obama was this raving liberal before. Now he's, Dick Cheney.
He tells this very briefly in his memoir. He said, he was campaigning against mass surveillance. Yeah, it was wrong. Yeah, it shouldn't have been done. It was a problem. So on and so forth. But then he says after he became president, he realized he was seeing that from the cheap seats. And now Bush's wars were his wars. And this is very in line with his decision to move from investigating Bush-era abuses, things like torture, things like unlawful killing, things like the massive domestic surveillance program that happened under the Bush administration. He didn't investigate them at all. Instead, he said it was important that we look forward, not backwards. And it's this lack of accountability amongst the American political elite. At the same time, we are constantly increasing the level of accountability for ordinary members of the public, right? Particularly when we talk in the context of this mass surveillance. Not only is the government policing you, Twitter is policing you, what you say online. YouTube is locking your channel, whatever. There are people in little police hats everywhere you look. And at the same time, these people with power are excusing their behavior. They are heightening the standard of accountability to which we are held. And to me, I say, isn't this backwards, right? We used to call them public servants, and we were private citizens because we were supposed to know everything about them, and we were all supposed to scrutinize them. And we were private citizens because no one was supposed to know what we were doing. We had no power, we had no influence, and so we were meant to be left alone. But that is increasingly being inverted, and we are under a constant gaze electronically. At the same time, they are permanently sheltered by this fog of unaccountability, and that's by design.
And just to be clear, Twitter and YouTube can't put us in jail.
Yeah, they can't, well, yet. But stay tuned.
Or force you to stay in Moscow. Well, you can't return to America at the moment. You got married in Russia.